Okay, Nick is recording. We're talking.
All right, so basically the thing is this. We're not getting paid enough at our regular jobs, and we're being mistreated and by the community at large. And then we're being taken advantage of by the students that actually do pay, if they even show up on time.
Correct.
And put forth an effort.
Correct.
Then you got these retards on the YouTube where they want everything for free, and they just assume that you're just going to keep on uploading content out of the goodness of your heart.
When Nick named the retards, he mean people that are always like pushing, wanting to know. Hey, do me a bit. Not the good people that are here, you know, to improve the martial arts.
You know, you're the kung fu guy. Don't you know that you're there to entertain them? That's your sole purpose in life. You know, they don't care if you end up eating out of a trash can.
Well, the point is, if they will be supporting us via the Patreon, we could do more videos. We could reply to all these questions. But look, I have 16,000 subscribers. You have how many you have right now, Nick?
I don't know, dude. Like maybe 300, and maybe like one or two that I actually give a shit about.
How much does a Starbucks coffee cost?
I don't know. I don't go to Starbucks.
$7 to $8. So you know how much.
Oh wow.
How much does a beer cost in a bar?
Good beer anywhere from like $3 up to like $8.
So what this means is that we are not even worth a beer for many people.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, you're not even worth a drop of piss if you were dying of thirst.
Yeah. So
you know what I'm saying?
At the end, many people are gonna take this video the wrong way, but we could do so much.
Who cares?
More.
Who cares? I don't give a shit. And here's the thing. It's like, you know, they want me to show this technique, that technique, and the other technique. Then you got the lineage police that are attacking my credentials and you and everybody else. Meanwhile, look what they're doing. They ain't doing shit. You got this Quan kicker faggot. Then you got this gay phasing faggot. Then you got this Dominic Jizzo faggot. He's like a wannabe cop that just, you know. And then you got the rogue warriors, you know, with this rogues come out and play shit. Nick, you know, who else do we got? You know what I mean? I could go on and on and on.
Nick, I want to say one thing about Mr. Faison. That's a guy who claims to be a fighter. But when I sent him an invitation to spar, he read it, he did not reply.
Yeah, and then the other thing is this, you know, look, you know, forget about gay phasing for a second. Then the other thing is, then you got these other people where it's like, they make these assumptions from a video, yet they've never trained with you in person.
Yes.
And it's like they act like we have to impress them. Look, we're not obligated to teach. We're not obligated to share any of our knowledge. This stuff is for our personal self-protection. As a matter of fact, I had a school, and when I had a school for the last 2.5 years, nobody took me up on the offer to train. And now all of a sudden, they want to train. But they want me to go to them, you know, and they don't want to pay for shit. And I offer to train these people for free. When I had a school, they don't give a fuck. Then you got these other YouTubers where they're making a living,
and they don't know shit. Most of them.
You got these other YouTube martial arts people that are making a living off copying off of guys like you and I, because they can't come up with anything original. So, you know, I mean, you tell me. You know, what am I doing wrong? I've been homeless for this art several times. I guarantee you there is nobody out there on the entire YouTube that is training as hard as I am. Guaranteed. I don't think they could. I've been doing this shit for over 3 decades.
And most of the videos they put out are heavily edited, are heavily...
Well, see, that's the thing, is they don't realize that when you're putting it out there, you're only showing maybe like 10, maybe 30% of like what you could do. We are limited with what we can do with a video camera.
True.
You know, if these people really want to experience the art, they've got to come out, they've got to trust and believe that you can bring out the best in them, and guess what? They have to pay for it. It's why I'm not putting out any more free content. They don't deserve it. They don't want to work for it. This comes down to dedication and sacrifice.
My best content is gonna go straight to Patreon. If they like it, they have to support, period.
Well, look, whether they like it or not, they're not going to get any more of it unless they pay for it, which means they've got to earn it. They've got to give up that second cup of coffee. They've got to give up that second pack of cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
they don't want to give up that extra soda.
Exactly. You know, I sacrificed for this art to a point where they have no clue. They have no clue.
You know what I did after some people didn't pick up the phone to train with me for the last fight I had? You know what I'm doing right now to people, Nick? And I told you I have already 4 students.
What, are you just cutting them off?
No. When people call, I was calling everybody else because I feel betrayed. But when people come now and me and say, hey, I want to train with you, I know about the rates on the market. So if people are charging $100 for a regular class with a bunch of people, I would charge $200. If people charge for a regular like mid-work class $45, I'm charging $120. And guess what?
And you know what? And I think you should, because when you go to the IKF website, those guys are getting paid $100 per round. You know, and the other thing was, I'm seeing these people, they come to me, they say they want this, set, and the other. I'm like, okay, it costs this much, that much, and the other thing. You know, I think maybe I might have mentioned this to you. I have an A, B, and a C program, depending upon how often people want to train and what they can afford. Okay. Now, when somebody says they can't afford it, then they go and they sign a contract with a gay Kwando school doing some gay shit for 6 months, or gay keto, whatever the fuck gay shit they're doing. They want to come back. That price doesn't change.
Look,
you know, that price goes up because I gave them a chance, and that's what I do. I have an A program for 18 guys. It's $100 down, 50 per session. Then I got a B team session. That's 70 down, 35 an hour. Right now I have very few students. I have very few training partners, because at this level, let's face it, how many people really want to do that?
No.
And secondly, you got to educate people as you instruct them. It's not always going to be a workout. They don't know what it is.
That's true.
There is a definitive. I mean, look, there's a definitive difference between training for sport versus training for self-protection,
I agree,
hand-to-hand combat, and ultimately martial arts. Those are all different things. So it all falls under the umbrella of the term martial arts. But the fact is, there are so many people, especially on this YouTube.
It's like a pizza. How many flavors of pizza
they're taking advantage of the fact that people aren't educated, they don't know, and they haven't taken the time to research.
Yeah.
You know?
Like one of these YouTubers, I want to say something, and I don't want to mention name, is one of the big guys on YouTube, has an exhibition fight on a club, right? With a Muay Thai guy. He went to Thailand. I am not going to say name, but I happen to have the guy he fought on my Facebook. So the guy gets paid to lose. I mean, the Thailand guy gets paid to lose against this American guy that goes to spar. I mean, to fight. They start filming the video, and yet the American guy lost the fight, and he had paid to win. He was so bad.
You know what? I'm not surprised, because even on a local, regional, and national amateur level, there's a lot of money exchanging hands. There's a lot of betting and side betting going on. There's a lot of backroom deals where you might think that your coach or your trainer actually cares about you, and meanwhile there's subtle manipulations, all kinds of phone calls that you're not even aware of. And I keep telling people
but think about this, Nick. But this is one of the guys that the people are praising as a #1. It's a guy who paid under table to win a fight, and it was so bad that lost the fight.
Well, I gotta say, I've experienced some of that myself. Not firsthand, but I have been witness to shit like that. There's other stuff out there where it's almost kind of scripted, like professional wrestling. A lot of people, they don't even realize half that shit they're watching on the TV, it's not real. I mean, in the sense that, yeah, they might be making contact, but It's akin to professional wrestling. It's already predestined. It's scripted.
Some fighters, they are.
Again, we're talking about people. They haven't done the training. They don't know what they're watching. You know, what are you gonna do? Unless they put in 10 years, they wouldn't understand.
This video is gonna be swarmed with dislikes, Nick. It's gonna be swarmed with dislikes.
You know, I really don't give a shit.
It's a reality. Care. It's a reality.
How about this? What's the other thing? These people.
You're breaking up. Hold on.
There's no possible way to make it effective. The shit don't work. You know?
No. I agree, and I've been telling people. I actually
don't want to listen. They don't want to listen.
I actually been begging these people to go and let me spar with them. He said no. He said that martial arts are not for fighting. They claim.
Well, what are they for then?
Well, you know supposedly when you learn how to throw a punch and how to do a wrist lock, you are a better person. That's the logic behind of it.
Yeah, good luck trying to pull off a wrist lock on the street. It's a small joint manipulation. You're going to be, again, you're performing an extraneous reaching action, you know, without doing any fight-causing injury. You know, it's what we've been talking about.
And there is people who don't even have the same nerve sensation, the same pain sensor that you can twist their wrist as much as you can, and they don't like it. I mean, they don't feel anything until it breaks. There is people who don't have pain on the wrist.
Well, what if that person is under the influence?
Oh, even worse. He's going to be punching in your face when you try to pull off a Kote Gaeshi or Iriminage or...
You know, my whole thing, well, that goes back to the whole thing that you and I are talking about. The majority of your street altercations are going to be 10 to 13 seconds. And if once you've made contact... If you can't beat that person within 4 to 6 seconds or 2 or 3 moves, you know, you're going to end up in a clinch. You're going to end up in some kind of extenuated ground grappling altercation, you know, and they're not training for that. You know, the way to train is to train with constant full pressure, unyielding, unrelenting aggression.
As hard as you can, as hard as you can.
The attack is going to be the very essence of the martial arts. In real martial arts, there is no defense. You know, everybody wants to get on this whole...
The best defense is an offense.
You know, they want to get in this whole thing where they want to blend and, you know, they want to do this overly technical crap. That is purely a cultural performance art for the sake of entertainment and demonstration. That's it. You're not going to win any fights, you know, with, you know, 90% of the shit that's out there. This guy, who's this other faggot? This Aikido Silai guy, whatever. He's fucking retarded. He thinks that he's somehow going to be able to make Aikido effective.
Nick, I have to. Let me take this call. Let me stop the video for now, and stay in hold. Okay.
All right, give me a call back.
Okay, I will. I'm gonna put this on YouTube. Hold on.